Why is it so important to do this?
For justice.
And
Step back.
For all people.
Step back. Line it up right
you
here.
can see
Step
it's a
back.
very, very chaotic scene. Now, police are starting to move down the street because there's other individuals behind us who are now retreating up the street. They're trying to form a cordon now around the people who are being arrested so that we can't speak to them. And they have a heavy armored truck here that's now going after the individuals who are up the street. If you can look all the way down the street, you can see individuals there who took off once the police moved in here at City Hall.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gimme 5. That was over the weekend. I believe it was Friday or Saturday. And that was Miguel Marquez, one of the people who parade around as reporters for CNN. But in my view, some of them are activists, and some of them, if not all of them, have an agenda. But some of them are activists. I never saw more disgraceful reporting and commentary and covering than I watched on CNN of that scene and that night. Disgraceful. All right, here's more.
And here come the horses as well. The police clearly not taking any grief from anybody tonight here in Baltimore. A little surprising that the night would end with. Why is that? Well, then here, over here. Why is that?
They're asking you to move down here, sir. Please.
But why is that?
Because they asked you to, sir. Please comply.
This isn't.
Do me a favor, will you please?
Are we under martial law, or is this?
Can you do me a favor, please? You're going immediate curfew.
Are we under martial law? See, here's an example of what not to do if you're a kid. You don't not comply with the police. I know that's a double negative. You do comply with the police. That officer, when asked, why do I have to move, by Miguel Marquez, said, because I asked you to, please comply. What is this, martial law? There's a curfew going on. You might be in the way of the police who have to operate to get the people off the streets. Having a press pass doesn't mean that you can do anything you want. But they despise the police and want to blame the police and want a confrontation with the police and want to make news along those lines so desperately at CNN that this is what you get. This is a reporter. More.
The media has the right to work.
I understand.
During a curfew.
I understand.
So that we could be on the sidewalk.
That's the one you're asking to do.
Miguel.
Which place?
Miguel,
Well, I would prefer
it's
to
not
be
worth
here,
it.
but
I would
that's all
prefer
right.
to be
We will. Yes. Okay. He'd prefer to go home. All right, we're moving.
They asked the media to go through.
All right, Miguel.
So they're letting us go through.
I
now.
understand.
They're letting us go through. All right. So we're going through. It is shocking that in a city like this, it would come to this. Most police officers have let us move fairly freely, but tonight, clearly, they want it to stop. I don't know that it is going to serve their purposes.
Oh, you don't know. What are you, a police strategist now? It's shocking that it would come to this? That you were asked to move to another location? Those evil police, you know what? Man, they're really bad people, aren't they? More.
I understand that you're very frustrated and you do have the right to work, but at this moment, we need you on TV. We don't want you to get arrested, and
Absolutely.
You're quite right. We should be working. Yeah. Okay, so Miguel, stand by.
Yeah, even Don Lemon is trying to talk Miguel down. It's not worth it. Don't get arrested. Why? He'd love to get arrested, in my opinion. More.
It's just a little shocking that they're pushing media back to the sidewalk as well. I mean, I think that the First Amendment and the Constitution still applies in Baltimore, Maryland under a curfew. They've made that rule very, very clear when they put this into effect, and tonight, police are changing that rule.
Oh, so let me get this straight. So police see a group of people, they need to move. You're in the way, and they're supposed to say, oh, you stay right there. This man, woohoo, one more.
I mean, this is not that is under martial law. This is a curfew. That does not mean that constitutional rights go away. It does not mean that the military is in control. It does not mean that this is now a police state. It means that there's a curfew, and if you're not working, you don't have an emergency, you should be home. But if there's a public sidewalk that one wants to be on, and you are working as a working member of the media, then one should be. It's fairly basic.
And it's fairly basic that if the police need you to move because it's a situation that might erupt, you move. You should want to move. Disgrace. CNN equals disgrace.